One of the projections that was totally wrong was the amount that I spent on public transport. I underestimated it by 50, and it was one of the major culprits underpinning my 150 overspend. I have a car, and in my 10-minute projection exercise, I just totted up a quick figure made up of a couple of taxi trips, the odd bus journey, and a train home to Cork, my hometown, once a month. I actually thought this was quite a conservative estimate, as I wouldn't usually incur all of them in the 1 month. However, I did this exercise during a month when I was in Ireland throughout the whole month, which happens very rarely now as I travel a lot. I neglected to take into account that when I travel abroad, I need to take taxis, buses, trains, undergrounds, hire cars, etc. It taught me three very valuable lessons. The first is that I wasn't as good at guessing my expenditure as I thought. Secondly, this was one of the ways that I was inadvertently spending beyond my means, and I simply had to adjust course for this expense. Because in the vast majority of cases, I needed to get from A to B because of work related activities, and hence that cost just couldn't be cut out. I had to make changes in other parts of my budget to accommodate this. Finally, and most interestingly, I think, it's easy to write a budget based on a very recent frame of reference, and it's possible that other seasonal factors can catch you out. I only stretched my memory back a couple of weeks when doing my projections, and since I hadn't travelled outside the country that month, I neglected to take into account some pretty obvious costs that I regularly incur. If you haven't gone to a wedding in over a year, how likely are you to factor in the costs of attending a wedding into a budget? If you haven't been to the dentist in the past 6 months, would you think of adding an annual trip into your projections? And that's how we get caught out. However, when you embark upon this journey with curiosity and a sense that financial freedom is forever, you'll quickly get ahead. Believe me, I've the spreadsheet to prove it.